Hello everyone, my name is Gurveen Kaur. I am lecturer at Praveen Patil College of Diploma Engineering and Technology. The subject I am teaching you all is Environmental Studies, and in Environmental Studies we are now on chapter number 4. The name of the chapter is Environmental Pollution and the weightage of this chapter is 20 marks. We have already covered first 3 chapters, okay, and this fourth chapter is having the maximum weightage throughout the syllabus. So questions will be based on this are more as compared to other chapters. So let's move on to the syllabus of this the content which is provided by MSBT. So here are the following content. You will be studying what is the definition of pollution, what are its type, then soil and land pollution, what are the causes, what effects it is going to have on the environment, and what live preventive measures we are going to take. After covering this, we will be learning water pollution, what are its sources, then after learning the sources, what effect it is having on the environment, its preventing measures, and also here certain new concepts are included. The BIS water quality standards, what are the water quality standards available in India that we are going to study, and water treatment plant, what work is done by the water treatment plant, what is a water treatment plant that we are going to study, some techniques on water conservation we will be learning. Then after learning water facilities, everything, how we are managing the waste water, that is also important because from that only when recycling is done, that water is we are using again. So how this wastewater is generated, how care is taken, that we are going to learn. Then flow diagram, we will be learning of sewage treatment plant. There are two types. Then CB norms of the sewage discharge. Then after this we will be learning air pollution, what are its causes, what it has effects on the environment, and here also quality standards we will be learning. Noise pollution, again sources, effects, prevention, and what are the noise level in various cities that we are going to learn in India. The last part will be municipal solid waste, biomedical waste, e-waste, what are the sources, what are its characteristics, and how we are going to manage that. So all this content is included in chapter number 4. So let's move on to our first thing. So here we will be learning definition of pollution. So we all know what basically pollution is. Pollution, you can say, is basically adding impurity to the environment. Okay, what we are doing over here, we are creating impurities. Impurities can be done by two factors. Okay, here how impurity will be done, either by man-made factors or by natural factors. So natural factors will include tsunami, flood, wildfire, drought, or volcanic eruptions. These are the natural factors, and the after effects is what when the pollution is created. And man-made is we are spoiling the environment by using artificial pollutants, then CFCs, air conditions, or throwing garbage in the river. All those factors, they are included in man-made factors. So here, all over here it is given there are two types: natural pollutants and man-made pollutants. Natural pollutants, again I am repeating, are caused by natural forces like forest fire, volcanic eruption. And man-made includes excess amount of gases which are released in the atmosphere, and where they go, they gather in the layer of our atmosphere, which in turns release harmful gases, leads to greenhouse issues and global warming. All these things are caused by these factors. Already we have covered this, and this has a very harmful effect on the vegetation and also human health, because if vegetables are only affected, we are going to consume that, and after consuming that our health is also spoiled. So this was the definition of pollution. Now over here, certain natural sources and man-made sources given of the pollutants. Natural sources are volcanic eruptions, smoke produced then in forest fires, bacteria, spores, cyst, pollens, then decaying of the organic matter. Okay, then dust storms increase the wind blown dust into the environment. These are what natural sources. Man-made sources will be automobile overpopulation, deforestation, nuclear explosion, construction of building, roads and dams, automobile industries, industrialization. These are examples. Then explosives which are used in war, then using of the fertilizers and pesticides. coring and mining, all these are man-made factors, and man-made factors are more as compared to the natural sources. Natural sources, they have a less impact, whereas man-made has a very greater impact. The next part is soil and land pollution. Now, this soil and land pollution we have already covered in the previous chapters. So, we'll just go through what basically happens in soil and land pollution. Now, we all know that soil pollution is a very important part, soil pollution plays a very important role in the concept of land degradation. When the soil is spoiled or soil becomes contaminated, what happens over here? Land degradation occurs. Okay, and how it is occurring? By presence of a chemical which is called as xenobiotic. This is a substance which is found within the organisms, and it is not naturally produced. Okay, this is already present in the organisms, or human made, you can say. Whatever organisms exist, this type of chemical is present in that, and when this chemical comes in the contact of the soil, the level of the soil is degraded, and it starts land degradation. So these are, certain types of chemicals which we are using, pesticides or chemicals which we are using on the ground, that only contaminates the quality of the soil. So the chemical, remember the name of the chemical again, I am repeating, xenobiotic chemical. Please remember this name. And this type of chemical is usually generated by industrial activities, agricultural chemicals, or improper disposal of waste. When all these things happen, this type of chemicals are produced. Okay, then there are many chemicals involved which are common chemicals like petroleum, hydrocarbons, polynuclear aromatic hydrocarbons, then pesticides. All these things, what happens, leads to the contamination. And the main reason is industrialization, because the intensity of chemicals which they are using, chemical use of chemical is not a bad thing, because whatever they are producing, we required certain medicines or drugs, but after that, releasing it in the areas, releasing it in rivers, releasing it on the land, that is causing problems, that is creating problems over here. So this should be of concern, because due to this, soil contamination is there, health risks are there, there are many factors which creates problem. So all this thing should be taken care, because one more point I would like to share is, when these chemicals are mixed with the land, the vegetation is affected, and these harmful chemicals are consumed by us only, and this is deteriorating our health. We are only going to face the consequences by our choices only. Whatever mistakes we are doing, we are only going to face the consequences. Over here, certain causes are given, like oil spills, mining activities which is done by very heavy industries. Then accidental spill may happen during this type of accident, or like uranium or explosions. Certain accidents took place which leads to contamination. Acid rains, intensive farming, industrial accidents, road debris. Then waste disposal, there are many types of waste disposal. This can be oil and fuel dumping, nuclear waste, direct discharge of the industry waste to the soil, then coal ash, electronic waste. Many types of waste are there, and it is having a very severe effect. This creates a very severe effect. Effects can be of two types. One is the health effect, and other one is the ecological effect. Now, health effects, what happen in health effects, we all know only. When the human comes in contact with this type of soil, it has a very adverse effect on the health. Okay, why? Because inhalation of this soil, which is vaporizing at that time, they are direct inhalation of this soil. When we come in contact at that time, this are greater threat, because it is having very harmful chemicals present in that. Okay, so certain uniform should also be provided, so intensive care should be taken, because this inhaling this type of chemicals is also of a risk factor. Over here I have given one example: regular exposure to benzene. Okay, it causes leukemia in children also and adults also. And also there is one other type of chemical which is called as polychlorinated biphenyls, PCBs. If we come in contact of this type of chemical, then there are chances of having liver cancer. Then neuromuscular blockages are also there. This is also done due to soil pollution. When why? Because inhaling the chemicals or working in contact of that chemical, when these chemicals are released on the farming areas, or accidentally released, the farmers, those who are working over there, when there comes contact of this chemical through inhaling or through their skin, this type of disease, or disease which affects the immune system happens, and people fall ill and many people die. Then when they come in this contact, this type of disease, sorry, when they come in contact of the soil, they feel eye irritation, skin rashes are also there, their nervous system breaks down, headache, some people feels nausea, fatigue. So all are these are what symptoms. So high it's high time that care should be taken. Okay, if it is not highly contaminated, then it is okay, but severe chemicals causes severe actions. This was health effect. Then there are other effects also, which is having on the ecological system. Now why I am sharing this, it having higher effect, because in our ecosystem we are having a food chain. Okay, a pyramid is there. In that pyramid there are different levels. Okay, if so what is happening, if even the lower level in the pyramid, when they comes in contact with this type of chemicals, suppose the producers are mixed with this type of producers are mixed with this type of chemicals. So I'm just giving one example. So the other consumer consuming this food will be affected. So this chemical will pass on like a chain. So this will have a very adverse effect throughout the environment, or through all the levels will be, all the level will be infected. So it will become a very complicated process to remove this effects from producers also, from consumers also. The whole cycle will be affected if a certain consumption is there of this type of chemical. Then metabolism of the plants are also, also are threat. It becomes a threat when they comes in contact of this type of soil, because their producing capacity it reduces. One more effect is there. Over here I have given that contamination, it weakens the shells. Chickens, what they are doing, they are eating the grains which are present on the ground. Okay, when the ground comes with that contaminated ground comes in contact with that contaminated soil, the food which is present, the grains which are there on the ground, are consumed by the chickens. When they consume it, what happens, it weakens the shells of their egg, the one they will lay in the future. It weakens their shell, the baby in that it is it is affected. If the skin is not thick, then what will happen, it will be loss for them, it will be loss of their life. So extinction will be there. So many deaths are caused, many small baby chickens are affected due to soil contamination. So these are very process which is in loop, and which has a effect on everything in our environment. It has effect on all the aspects if soil contamination is not taken care of. We have learned all the effects. Now we'll move on to preventive measures. Certain measures are given over here of soil and land pollution, like eating sustainable food. Then if we properly recycle the batteries, if proper recyclation is not done, we throw batteries on the ground, that is also going to create problem. Why? Because when the electric charge in that comes in contact with the ground, over there also certain issues will be created. So that is therefore properly discharging of the batteries is very much important. Then try to make homemade compost. Then disposing of the drugs in the places of authorized places, the disposal should be there. Don't throw the drugs on the ground, because the medicines they melt when it comes to contact with the air. That solution we can provide. Then encourage an eco-friendly model for industry, farming, stock breeding, among other economic activities. Now this point, is important in terms of your generation, because you all are young mind. You can find out, you can create innovative ideas. So search for such innovative and eco-friendly ideas for our environment, so that industries also get a proper substitute, and this type of effects will not happen again. Then third point is improve urban planning and transport planning and wastewater treatment. This planning, why it should be improvised? Because if proper care is not taken or proper planning is not done, then all the dust, all the garbage, all the chemical will be dumped on the ground, and when it is dumped on the ground, soil contamination is going to happen. Then improving the management of mining waste. I have already explained you all what mining is, okay, what risk factors include in mining. So you all know the waste generated will also be harmful. So even that management should be done properly, so that the top level of the soil is conserved. Then involve local communities and indigenous people in the design, implementation and assessment of sustainable land and soil management. We have already studied that many committees have been established for controlling the degradation of the land. So expertise should handle this type of areas, or certain expertise should be provided for the companies, for the industries. Certain expertise should be allotted to each of the factories, so that they can analyze their way of working, their amount of garbage which is produced, and where to dispose, how to dispose. All these factors they will take care of, and will come up with very great solutions, so it will not have any effect to the environment. Other point is, soil that is not significantly polluted may still harm humans directly through bioaccumulation, which according to pollution issues occur when plants are grown in lightly polluted soil, which continuously absorb molecules of the pollutants. Since the plants cannot get rid of these molecules, they accumulate in the plant, causing higher amount of pollution to exist in the plant than the soil. Now this point, why I read out, because it is very much important. It is the soil which are very lessly polluted, even that creates damage, because the chemicals they still exist in the plants which exist over there. So that chemicals are slowly consumed. When they are slowly consumed, it works like a slow poison, and so certain care should be taken that this type of thing should not happen. And when the animals who eat this polluted plants, they inhale all the chemicals which are present in the plants. That thing should also not happen, because whatever uh, chemicals which existed in the plant will be transferred to the animal, and this will have an effect on the life of the animal. So this should also not happen. Okay, then last point over here, you can see the any humans who are eating the plants or the animals, they are also going to get affected. One example I can give you all of swine flu. When swine flu was there, rumors were there, please, for non-vegetarian, rumors were there, don't eat non-veg, don't eat chicken, don't eat egg, because this disease was transferred to the chicken. This type of rumors were there at that time. Why? Because whatever harmful chemical or whatever infection they were having will be transmitted to humans. So whatever soil will be having the infection or infected poison, that will be transferred to the animals and also to the humans. So this will also create very bad effect. Health issues will be there, and many more factors will be there. So this was all about soil and land pollution.